Robert Holiday here. I'm going to show some pictures of my blood. I've begun injecting myself with colloidal gold, and it's making quite an effect on my blood. Okay, 8/17/2023, 1 hour after injecting 2.5 cc's of a solution containing 12 part per million colloidal gold and 15 part per million colloidal silver. This made the walls much more thin than they were before, and what happened is, these walls started getting thin and these pieces would just break off. You can see this is a piece that just formed right here and then broke off. It's like, what can I say? It got this so incredibly thin. One hour after injecting 2.5 cc's of colloidal gold and silver, my blood became much more pink. There was no Rolo structures at all, and of course these lines became much more thin. Let's see, 45. This is 45 minutes after the injection. It just shows how these would form and then break off. All these things would just form and then break off from this line. Okay, then I waited a few days and I injected 2 cc's of colloidal gold. You can see these structures. Basically, this looks like it's doing a very similar thing as the EDTA, although it's making my blood a lot more pink. You can see this is a broken freeway. These just formed. Okay, these are the timed ones. That's 7:08 p.m. Let me see. 7:14. Okay, this is 7:02 p.m. Okay, after the injection. Now what happens here is, this is the blood, this is the hydrogel. This stuff just forms these little lines and then breaks off. And so if you watch this segment right here, this is 7:02 p.m. I'll show you what it looked like at 7:08 p.m. This is 7:08 p.m. You notice the difference. And then 7:14 p.m. Again, I believe this is where it was. So this is just sort of, it's like it's disintegrating. Very strange. Okay, but my blood is much more pink after injecting the colloidal gold. I don't think the colloidal silver did anything productive. It certainly made the injection site more sore. It reacted more. So I won't be injecting any more colloidal silver with colloidal gold. I was a bit concerned about possibly getting an infection with injecting the colloidal gold, but after I checked the medical literature, I think that's an unfounded concern. One really strange thing is that I can hold my breath a lot longer. I used to always measure how much I could hold my breath if I blow all the air out of my lungs. And in Utah, it was always 13 seconds. And I've done this for over 10 years. Now, I can hold my breath for 17 seconds. Now, when I go down to sea level and there's more oxygen, I could always hold my breath for 17 seconds. But that has not been the norm in Utah. I've never been able to do that at a high elevation, 4,500 feet. So the injections of colloidal gold are certainly increasing the oxygenation of my blood. I don't know if the EDTA was doing that because I didn't check it, unfortunately. But if you type in Buteyko breathing method, they reference those websites often mention a peer-reviewed journal, a peer-reviewed study that was done, published in a journal, in which they saw how long people could hold their breath, and then they tested the oxygen content of their blood, and they found that the longer you could hold their breath, the better oxygenated their blood was. So if I can suddenly hold my breath for 17 seconds as opposed to always being 13 seconds, I think that shows a definite increase in my blood oxygenation. Let's see. We did that one. Okay, 24 hours after 2 cc's injected of colloidal gold. It's just a regular folded ribbon here. Again, it's a very thin line between the blood and this hydrogel. Okay, 24 hours after 2 cc's of colloidal gold. Just same stuff, very similar to what's happening with the EDTA. Seems as if the colloidal gold is really messing up the microtech at a very similar rate to the EDTA. Broken roads from the line and thinned by the gold. Yeah, okay. So these things just form here and break off. They form out of this red here, out of this blood. The intravenous injection of colloidal gold is something I'm definitely going to pursue. At the moment, I would say it's second only to the administration of EDTA. And I don't believe topical EDTA does anything at all. I've smeared a whole bunch on my arm with oil and it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything to the microtech, but the 3 times I've had EDTA injected into my bloodstream, it's done a world of good. And so has this colloidal gold. This colloidal gold, it seems to make my blood more pink, a lot less Rolo structures, and much better blood oxygenation. I'm definitely going to continue injecting this colloidal gold. I'll make a video showing how to prepare it for injection, how I do it, and also injecting it. I'll also go through a literature review. Disclaimer, this is provided for entertainment purposes only. It could be seen as fiction, but I take it very seriously. I am not a qualified health professional. Always consult your doctor before doing anything relating to my videos. Thank you.